Greetings, pure of earth. I'm Shreya.
Flynn.
Kalak.
Oma.
And I'm your DM, Ethan. Welcome to Venture Forth. Previously, you all had escaped from the city of Solaris, escaping the clutches of the local guard with a new friend by the name of Seeker. You guys had exited the city through underground tunnels that seemed to be some sort of religious hiding spot for people who are still faithful to the old gods. You guys were able to come out of the tunnel and make your way to the edge of the Bartok Rise, a mountain range that hid a temple to the old gods deep within its forests. You guys traveled up and came across a tree that seemed to be possessed by some ghosts and aberrations of those who had fallen there. After a little bit of figuring out what it took to banish these spirits once again to the plane of the undead, you guys continued on past this temple to Ildoria and came across the rest of the temples to the old gods. You guys eventually found this fountain that you were looking for and were able to defeat the spirits that were guarding it and able to fill these necklaces, officially making you not able to be seen by those who wish to track you by any magical means. You guys all said goodbye to Seeker, but he did end up taking a little bit of a prize at the end of it, in that of Flynn's sword. A little bit of a payment to him for delivering you guys to this location. But shortly thereafter, with a little bit of trickery, Flynn summoned the sword back to his hand, and you guys headed off in the opposite direction, leaving Seeker behind. So, as you guys descend back into the mountains and sort of get back into the foresty area, it's about midday. The sun is just about cresting right overhead, and these beams of sunlight are just hitting you guys through the canopy of trees. You guys hear wildlife all around you. You guys hear the breeze through the trees rustling in front of you and all around. And as you guys are walking down this mountain, what would you all like to do?
What can I see down this mountain? Are we? How's the horizon look in terms of the weather? Are we?
Yeah, so you can see it is mostly sunny right now where you guys are, but because you are up on a mountain, you can sort of get a good view of all over. You can see the direction that you're heading is beginning to get a little bit cloudy. Not a massive storm by any means, but you can see that those clouds are starting to form.
Clouds on the horizon. What do y'all think? Should we should look to make camp in a few hours?
Outside?
Yes, outside.
Okay. I guess we can do that.
We're not gonna want to be caught, without a good, rest.
But what if it rains?
Then it'll rain. I don't know if we can do anything about that.
But then we'll be all wet.
We've suffered worse.
I see your point.
If it were up to me, I would always choose to stay the night outdoors, but I don't know if I'm alone in that.
A big fluffy bed. That's really nice.
Yeah.
I haven't had many big fluffy beds in my life, so I can't say.
I've only had one once, but it was really, really nice. And you sleep so well.
Yeah, but this is exciting. This is adventure. It's fun.
Yes. I tend to agree there.
So we just keep going straight? Or do we know which way we're going?
Yes, I believe we are headed in the direction of some settlement, correct?
Yeah, I'll pull out the map. I believe I had it. It looks like we go down this way and keep heading that direction, like south. And I hold my finger up and like try and point on southwest. Looks like we'll head to Marstock. It looks like we can go there, right?
Right. I think that's our best bet. We as much as I think the civilizations in Caldor are probably rife with danger, it probably will be safer than staying out of town.
DM,
Yes.
I spent most of my time traveling through Caldor. Do I know anything about Marstock?
Make a history check for me.
11.
11. Nothing in particular. No.
Okay.
Hey, Calic, do you... I can't remember if we talked about this, but do you think they might be able to fix, and I'll point to my head, my forehead, where my cloth is covering and wrapped around. They'll be able to fix this there? How do we even go about doing that?
I don't understand the ailment itself, then. And I sort of I put my index finger just lightly on, like, just below the point of his like right hand horn, and I'll just kind of push on it and see how much like flex I can get out of the horn itself. And I've seen all kinds of things, you know. Disease is cured, curse is removed. In some cases, undeath itself purged. But this is something else entirely. So I think that, you know, the powers of the divine is our best place to start with that. But without fully comprehending the crystals themselves and the nature of your possession, it's hard to say.
Yeah.
Also, do you think these necklaces will make it harder for the Seeker to find us? Because, Flynn, you did take back something that you gave to him?
Yeah, that was a fun trick.
Pretty rude, Flynn. Pretty,
Well, he messed with me in the tree, so I figured it was only fair to get him back.
We could have given him something else, probably, don't you think?
Well, yeah, and I also kind of want to see him again. I have some questions to ask him, and I figured this would be a good way to
Did
do
you
it.
want to see him at the point of his sword? Because that's what you're looking to.
He'll be mad at first, but I think he'll get over it.
Is your sword visible, Flynn?
It's probably
It's
on my
on your
backpack
back?
at this point.
All right,
Yeah, it's on my backpack.
I look at it and
How did you do that?
noticing it that it's back again.
Yeah, I'll once again, bonus action, I summon it to my sword, into my hand. It's just something that I learned from the
How
collective.
far can you do that from?
I don't really know. I think unlimited?
Like,
That's down. Wow.
the sword can be all the way across the world and you could still have it come to you?
I mean, that's what I think they told me. Sometimes I don't pay attention during class, or I didn't. But I think that's what they said.
So, like, is the sword just zooming around the country to get to you? Or because then, like, people could die as it's trying to get to you. Or does it, like, poof out of existence and then poof into existence?
Well, and I'll ride up to Oma, and I'll hand her my sword. Here, hold on to it.
Okay.
And then I'll ride over. I'll like move 5-10 feet to the side, so like there's a little bit of separation between our two horses that we're riding, and I'll bonus action summon it again, and it'll just turn into mist in your hands and evaporate, and then at the same time it re-evaporates in my hand as green mist forms almost instantaneously and poops back into my hand.
That seems a lot safer.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to hit anyone on the way back to me.
That's downright entertaining. Could you?
It's pretty fun.
Dude, wait, can I try something really quickly? And I want to reach my hand out to grab it.
Sure, I'll hand the sword to you.
All right. Let's see if altitude has anything to do with it.
I'm gonna like take off and just try to fly up as high as I can.
I grab
Very
onto the
smitten
horse's
with this.
reins that he is on.
Okay. Just tell me when.
From like as high as I can, I just let out a big
And I
screech.
told Almer, is that when? Do I do
I
it?
don't speak bird.
I think that's as good as a win as you're going to get.
Okay, and I'll try and summon it again. I'm assuming it comes back just
It
fine
does,
enough.
yes. It pops back into your hand.
Yeah. The green mist.
Whoa!
Altitude doesn't work. It doesn't matter.
As I hear that, as I come back down,
I had it. I was holding it so tightly, it just disappeared. That's extraordinary.
Yeah. I have a feeling Seeker might want to know how to do that, so he might not kill us outright.
But
I don't know.
I mean,
He seems like a decent sort.
it
What is
it
worth?
still
Yeah.
begs the question: will these necklaces keep him from finding us? I mean, I know he's called the Seeker, but like maybe he won't be able to seek us because of the necklaces that he gave us.
Yeah.
I sort of just fiddle with it on my neck. Yeah, I think it's not discerning. It doesn't have any preference toward the people who made it. You know, if we gave it away, we wouldn't be able to find the person that put it on it. If I had to guess.
Do you think I can find you? Like, if I separated from you, do you think the necklaces would help me find you?
If you were looking for me, Alma, I'd take the necklace off.
Oh, thanks. Here's your horse, Straya.
Yes, I might have abandoned you.
I'm gonna whisper in the horse's ear.
Sorry to abandon you for just a brief moment.
And I'll ride up to Shreya, and I'll pull out my bow, or I'll point to my backpack and I'll point at the bow. You know, the bow does it too.
What? How many items do you have that you can do this with?
Just two. Just two.
Just
You wanna-
two.
And then I'll pull off the bow, and as we continue riding, I'll show him it over and show him like the patterns as we continue down the path.
Okay, awesome. Who here is leading the group? Who's going to be in front?
I'll take the lead. Me and Alma.
Means that I'm there too.
Okay, then I'm going to have both of you guys make a survival check for me.
Ooh,
Together?
a spicy survival
Together,
check.
yeah.
Ooh,
Natural 20.
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
Let's go. First roll of the session.
That was my second roll. My first roll was
Seven.
not so good.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The 11. I forgot.
Okay, so Kellic, you're having a hard time sort of leading the group through this forest, but fret not, you have Olma by your side.
Oh, watch out for that.
As Olma is like expertly directing these horses around rocks and through the easiest terrain, and you guys are cruising down this mountain quite a bit faster than you guys actually came up it, even with the help of Seeker. So as you guys are traveling down the mountain, you guys all come across sort of this open patch where the trees around you clear, and there's sort of this large circular area cleared out in the trees. And you can see a couple of rocks protruding from the grass below, and right in the middle of these this open area, you can see two skeletons there, kneeled down on the ground, sort of facing each other. I'm gonna have Kellic and Olma make a perception check for me. You guys are at the front.
Natural 20.
Oh my god.
2 in a row.
No
I am
way.
not kidding. I promise. Shane is here. Shane, do you want to look at my dice?
Yeah, it's legit.
Oh,
Hold
nice,
on to that
nice.
then.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
For Kellic, that's a 15.
Okay, so you guys both see these two skeletons sort of just, they're hunched over, their bones just barely being supported on themselves. And you can see clutched in both of their hands swords. And you can see each one of those swords is driven through the other's torso. You can see some like battle-worn armor on top of both of them. They both also have helmets. One of them, sort of as a little scarf, has like a red piece of cloth coming down from them. And you can see they both have these swords shoved through each other's chests, neither of them moving.
Can I get off my horse and come closer?
Yes, you can. So you hop off the horse and you go over. It's I'd say the outcropping here is probably about 80 feet or so in diameter. And so they're right at the middle. And as you begin walking up, nothing seems to happen.
I just want to inspect their armor and the red cloth and try to discern, well, first of all, what level of decay do they appear to be at?
Just bones. Any sort of flesh or muscle or anything has long been gone. How close are you getting, just so I know how close you're inspecting this?
Like 10 feet.
10 feet? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is anyone else going up with her?
I will pull the horse up, park it, get off and give it a pat and follow behind Alma. I'll be like 10 feet behind where she is.
Yeah, I'll just take the reins of their horse and hold on to it, and I'll just sit on the horse because they're just two bodies on the ground. I'll just hold it, let them check it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang back with Flynn.
I'll swivel my head around and they're in the middle of an 80-foot clearing. Wow. Okay. So yeah, I'm 10 feet away.
Okay. So Alma, you approach the center of this clearing, Kalik right behind you. What did you say you were looking for?
I wanted to look at their, I just wanted to look at them and try to understand what happened here. In the middle of a clearing, these two bodies. So I want to look at their armor, if there's anything I recognize, and the red piece of cloth. Okay.
You're looking for things that you recognize. So I'm going to have you make a history check.
That was a 19. 21.
21. Looking over these bodies, you don't recognize anything on them. The armor itself looks old and not like anything that you've seen before. And you don't see any sort of symbology on this red cloth either.
Is there any way I can assist her with that? As I'm
I'll let you make a history
making sure
check.
she's okay. Okay. 11.
An 11. You don't recognize anything either. Just notably, the armor is not that of any soldier that you have seen. No, like defining marks of an army of Kaldur on Dale or Genbaldir.
And the red cloth is where? It's on one of them or both?
On one of them. It's placed sort of as a scarf around their neck.
I would like to get close enough to pull it and inspect it and see if there's anything on it.
Okay. All right. So, Alma, you step up, and as you are looking through, make an investigation check.
As she's doing this, can I, from that distance, see that she's attempting to touch it, or is that... I mean, I guess I have extended vision, but would I be able to tell that she's actually making contact with it?
Yeah, you would, but you would be able to see that. But before you'd be able to do anything, Alma, what is your investigation?
7.
A 7? As you touch the cloth, it almost breaks apart as the fabric is just so frail at this point. You can tell it's been weathered by years and years and years and decades and centuries of just being out here in the open. Shreya, you see her touching this thing, and then you see around her ankle a rope come taut as it wraps around her ankle and begins to yank her off into the trees.
What?
I was just about to scream, "Be careful up there, Alma!" Literally, just
Hard saves.
I'm gonna have
Hard
everyone
saves.
roll initiative for me.
God damn it.
I'm out.
All right.
Oh,
First off, I'm gonna
no.
get Olma's initiative.
17.
17. Kellic.
19.
Glenn.
14.
And Shreya.
It's a straight 6. I need
Straight
one of your
6.
die. Need one of your die, Rebecca.
First on the initiative is Kellic. She has not yet been actually dragged very far yet. She's only been dragged about 5 feet. But you see this happening. What would you like to do?
I would like to run up and sickle the rope that's being pulled.
Okay. It is being pulled at the moment, so I'm still going to have you roll, make an attack roll.
Okay. Natural 20.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not even going to have you roll damage. Your sickle cuts straight through this rope, and you can see at this point it's like a pretty thick rope. It's pretty thick and heavy duty. So that is what you do. Olma, you are now free, but you are prone.
With the rest of my turn, can I look out to see where this trap was laid and what was pulling the rope?
Yes, you can. Make a perception check.
18.
18. As you look at where this rope is going, you see within the trees, right where this rope was heading to, 3 shadowed figures. One of them seems to be humanoid, but pretty large. And then the other 2 seem to be some sort of beast. You can't quite place them yet, but you do see 3 figures where this rope is going.
Can I say I'll shout out to the back of the other our 2 comrades further back. There's 3 of them.
Next up in the initiative, Olma.
Ah, thanks, Kellic. What was that?
Something laid a trap. I don't know.
I will use half my movement to get up.
Okay.
Inspect my ankle. Is there any damage?
There's not just a little bit of like irritation from a slight rope burn, just with the force that you were yanked with, but no actual damage.
Okay. It's a weird trap. Dead bodies. I saw that Kellic pointed to the side there, and I'm gonna stand just next to him and
All right.
yell, "That's not very nice!" And ready. I would like to ready burning hands. If somebody comes out and they're scary.
Okay. All right.
So I take a deep breath and I look at my burning ankle and I rub my hands together and create a triangle where my 4 fingers touch and my thumbs touch. And I take a deep breath and I put my hands in front of me.
Okay. And just as you finish doing that, from the shadows, Kellic, you see these 2 beast-like figures begin to charge out from the tree line. You see 2 giant goats.
Oh my God.
2 giant mountain goats as they charge out from
Are they
the tree.
bipedal or quadrupedal?
No, they're quadrupedal.
They're proper goats.
They're proper goats. These are big goats.
Do they look
as they
scary?
come- Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I'm going to say you can let that off right as they break the tree line, because they're still using their movement. So I'm going to have you cast that spell.
Ah! And that's
Get
a
'em.
dexterity saving throw.
A dex saving throw from them.
Yes.
Okay. Let me see what their dexterity is. I would assume it's not too high, but it is perfectly average. And that's a natural 1. And another natural 1? I think I'm just balancing out.
Yeah.
I'm balancing out Alma's natural 20.
You're the other end of this.
That was that has
is
never
so
happened to me
rare.
before. 2 natural ones in a row.
double 1.
I mean, two critical hits too. So wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Extremely
So,
blessed day.
Both of them. Is that for both of them?
It's a cone.
It's a
So
cone.
it's when
so
they
it
get.
is for both
Yeah,
of
it's
them.
when they're at the distance they're at now. It would be good because it's 15.
Okay. Yeah. What is that damage for them?
Oh boy.
And also, is that a spell?
It
or
is a
cantrip?
spell.
It is.
Oh! Hey, no, actually, that's good.
So
I'm far away.
I'm right there. I'm
I'm
right
going to
there.
roll that damage first,
Okay.
and then I'm going to have you roll wild magic after.
Okay, I'll do that. Ooh, terrible. Actually, really bad. That is 8. Oh, so
8 points of
low.
damage
8
for both of
points
them?
for both of them. A fire damage.
Okay.
That was a really bad roll, guys. I had 2 1s there.
Feels bad.
Feels bad, right?
Okay.
Does that actually? I've always wondered about this. Does that damage register in the level of flames and searing itself, or is that just how much damage they take from that
I
static?
think you can color it whichever
Spell.
way you
What did you roll on your wild magic?
What did I need to roll? Above?
You needed to roll an 11 or above.
I rolled a 10.
Oh
Okay.
no! But she has a modifier, right?
Go. Okay, so I'm gonna roll this here, and then we'll see what happens.
Oh man!
Just see.
Everybody within a 30-foot radius is protected from this.
Okay. So as you cast this, the fire protrudes from your hands, and normally there's a little bit of smoke that comes out of this spell, but now there is a lot more, and all of a sudden there's more smoke than there is fire, and there's even more smoke, and you drop your hands down, and this smoke continues to billow out of your hands, and you shake your hands, and you cannot stop this smoke from coming out of your hands, and pretty soon you and Kellic are both encased in a fog cloud.
I can't get it to stop.
What's going on here, girl?
I don't know.
Oh, that's a big fog cloud.
You guys are now
geez.
encased in a fog cloud. Your vision is reduced to 0.
Oh boy,
You guys can't see anything. And yeah, so that's there now.
Are you still there, Kellic? And I'll reach out and I'll touch him. He was just to the side of me. Can I find him?
Yeah, you reach out and Kellic is still there.
I'm right here.
Oh, God.
I'm just kind of shaking my head in the midst of this as it billows out.
I mean, I told you they looked scary.
Okay. So that is the end of your turn. And then interesting enough,
Bathed in fog.
they are going to charge through, and because they have to see you to hit you, they actually have disadvantage on their attack now. Okay. So one of them is going to be coming for each of you. So that first one, that is going to be 2 good rolls. For Kellic, that is going to be a 20, a dirty 20 to hit.
Ooh.
That'll hit.
And then the damage on that as this ram, it's a huge ram. So as it's charging towards you, it is no surprise that it still hits you just with its size. That is going to be, and you feel this this horn just bludgeon you right in the chest. That is going to be 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
I may have forgotten to heal
And-
since our last combat encounter.
I'm going to have you make a DC 13 strength saving throw.
13. But it's strength saving throw, so that's 14.
14. Okay, you do not get knocked prone, but you do take an extra
Jeez.
5 points of damage as you can feel the force of this charging goat.
Of all the bloody things. I'm unconscious.
You're unconscious?
What?
I didn't heal after our last.
What?
We just fought ghosts and they
You didn't
murdered
heal?
me.
You didn't heal
Yeah.
after that?
No,
And we can't
Yeah.
see him.
Are you sure you didn't heal
Okay,
after that?
Man.
I'm pretty sure. Did we heal? I don't think so.
Yeah,
I completely forgot.
We got this, guys.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
It's gonna be okay.
No, it's not. He's down in the middle of a fog cloud and no one
Next
can
up,
see anything.
I had temporary
Hold on.
hit points because of my false life, but I think those would have been gone
Right,
by
they're
the
gone
time. Yeah. So
Mhm.
it's 1 hour duration. So yeah, definitely would have been gone. Yeah.
Don't worry.
Oma, that is a 24 to hit you.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Goats don't give a fuck
boy.
about a fog cloud.
Jeez.
These
Yeah.
things are huge, and they rolled really well.
Didn't intimidate them.
Okay, that is going to be 5 points of bludgeoning damage, and I'm going to have you make a strength saving throw.
Ooh, failed. 7.
7. Okay, you take an extra 2 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are knocked prone.
Ah!
As both of these rams charge straight through the fog cloud. Shreya and Flynn, you guys see these two rams, like their speed not even impaired as they charge through this fog cloud
Jeez.
and make it to the other side. Okay. That is their turn. Next up is Flynn.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, just change everything. Okay. Ooh, I'm gonna turn to Shreya. I'll fend them off. Get in there and help them. And I'm gonna hand the reins to him of the horse that Oma and Kellic were using, and say and point in that direction. And I'm gonna charge on the horse and try and get in between these two mountain goats and the fog cloud to try and stop them from charging in again. So right up in between both of them, right up next to them.
Okay. Let me see. So, I need to find the speed of a horse.
60 feet.
Okay, yeah. So then you're easily able to charge up and get right in there in between them.
If I can be within 5 feet, so they're both within melee.
Oh
of
yeah,
me,
for sure.
that would be awesome. And yeah, I don't know how mounted combat works, but I'll just stay on the horse, I guess.
So it's
I
going to
don't
be
know
the
if they-
same. Just your movement speed becomes the mount's movement speed.
Okay, so when they hit me or the horse, it's just my HP, or can they just kill the horse really quick?
You're not sure. We're going to see if they
Okay.
attack you or the horse. We'll see.
Okay, well, I'm gonna run up to them and I'm going to attack one of them. So I will cast, yeah, I will attack one. I will, similar glowing on the wrist. Tap, tap, tap. I'm gonna hit my blade and come down on one of them with the booming blade and try and do some damage.
Okay.
And if they try and move again, they get shocked again. So, roll. Okay, that is pretty good. 21.
21 hits. Yeah.
Okay. Let me go back to the spell. So booming blade, do my weapon damage, thunder damage. Okay, so 9. 16 points of damage altogether. Some of it's piercing, some of it's thunder.
Okay. You charge up and you slash at this thing, and your sword hits directly in the middle of its head. And you can feel as you yank it out, the goat falls limp and is dead.
What? Ooh. Okay. In that case, could I maneuver?
How much? Let's see. You went.
Actually, that's fine.
Yeah, you would
As it is,
still
it's
have
fine.
about 15 feet of movement. Yeah.
I'm good. I'll maneuver to be in between. I'll interpose myself so it dissuades this thing from trying to charge through the fog cloud again, because I don't know what's going on in there.
Okay.
But I probably heard trampling and ouches, so I'm
You
gonna try and
definitely
block the yeah. And that is my turn.
Okay. Awesome. Next up, you see from Shreya is actually the only one who would be able to see this. Shreya.
Oh boy.
From the tree line, the third figure, the bipedal figure that Kellic saw comes out from the tree line, and you can see a massive humanoid with these massive muscles, shoulders like hunched over, and you can see just a single like loincloth coming down as it holds a club in its right hand, and you can see at the middle of its face one singular eyeball as a cyclops comes out from the tree line.
What?
Oh, snap. How tall is it?
What on earth?
How tall is it?
This thing is 20 feet tall.
Oh
So
my
it is
God.
like cresting the tops of these trees. You can see Ashraya as it comes out of the tree line, it pushes 2 trees out of its way as these massive evergreens, their entire trunks snap as it pushes them
Oh my
out of the
God,
way.
how did we not hear giant footsteps?
We're in it now.
We're
Okay.
in now.
It is going to use its movement to walk up to the edge of this fog cloud, and it is going to just attempt to beat whatever is inside of it.
Oh, God.
It is going to try and make an attack. That's going to be at disadvantage because you can't see what's going on
And
in
I'm
there.
prone.
You are prone.
And so
that
is Kellic.
is actually just going to be a straight roll. Let me see who he's going to attack first. Yeah, he's going to use his great club. Ooh. Olma, you are like searching around this fog cloud. You have no idea what's going on, and you feel this massive club boom hit right next to you, about 6 inches away from your torso as you're laying there on the ground.
jeez.
The ground shakes beneath you, and this great club just lifts right back up off of the ground. As you can see some of the fog, you can just barely see daylight coming in from where this club had actually swiped through the fog and sort of made this air pocket. And as it lifts back out, the fog cloud resumes into its normal position.
Oh.
That is going to be its first attack.
I put my hands over my mouth so that I don't make any noise.
Okay.
Smart.
Its
Nice.
second attack. Boom! It comes down and hits the ground just 2 inches away from Kellic's arm as he's laying there prone on the ground. Shreya, what do you want to do?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
It's like, doesn't have a third attack.
So I handed you the horse and I said, go get him. And
Yeah.
I ran up and swiped one of them.
And before I could even say, "Are you sure?" before that could even leave my mouth, I then look directly into the fog cloud and just screech at the horse, or just, and maybe even like disorientedly just gallop as fast as I can into that fog cloud.
Okay. And
Would it actually be faster if I flew than to be on the horse? Or I don't think that matters. I'm just trying to get there as quickly as possible.
What's your flight speed?
what's your flight speed? Yeah.
I think it's actually the same as the horse. So because I'm on the horse and that would take like extra whatever
Yeah.
to take off, I'm just going to gallop.
Okay. Yeah, you make it into the fog cloud. Let's see how far.
And you brought the other horse too, right? For them to get on?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
taking the caravan
Are you
with
Cool.
me.
Are you
but I'm
aiming
leading.
for anywhere in particular within the fog cloud? Or are you just running into the fog cloud?
I'm running into, because I heard, pain, I'm sure. Or would I have heard like the pain of the previous ram attacks?
Yes, you definitely would have.
Okay. So, and I can't remember if I can prep a spell while I'm moving. Probably not, right? But I can use an action.
I'm gonna say while you're riding on this horse, you can prep your spell. Yeah.
So I start humming and calling to the roots of the earth and the boundlessness of the sky as I mutter, one. And as I say that, I'm going to, assuming I can find him and see him, that word is a healing word that I will extend over to Kelly.
Okay, I'm gonna have you make a perception check at disadvantage. And I'm gonna say that DC is gonna be 13 to find him.
All right, this is why I have good perception.
There you go.
Please do
There you
not
go.
let me
Let's
down.
go.
Please.
Spirits
on.
of the forest. Spirits of the
Spirits
forest.
of the forest.
Let's go.
Oh no.
Ah!
Wait, disadvantage. Well, that's not going to be any better than that. Yeah, I have to take the lower roll anyway. Yeah, that's a 10. I
Okay.
didn't beat. I didn't beat it.
You run in, prepping healing word, and you realize as soon as you run into this fog cloud, you can't see as well as you thought that you might be able to see in this cloud. And you're looking around, you cannot remember where Kellic fell, or at least where his last known spot was. Okay, is that the end of your turn?
That's the end of my
The
turn.
healing word is
boy.
a bonus action, right?
Oh,
So you technically still have an action.
Oh, it is.
That is
I still have
correct.
an action. No, that is correct. Okay. In that case, I am going to use my action to. Is the perception like if I were to now use my action to additionally try to find him, or would that have been already rolled for in what I just rolled?
I'm going to say we can play this that if you make a perception check right now. Actually, no, I already had you make a perception check.
You did.
Never mind.
Yeah. But this would be just actively like feeling around the ground.
Yes. Okay, then I'm going to have you make a separate investigation check.
Awesome. Okay.
Come
In that case.
on.
Which I'm not as good at all, but maybe
You
the
got
die will
this.
be kinder to me. 19. All right.
Okay.
There we go.
With the DC being the same, you feel you actually hop off the horse this time, as you couldn't see him, but you hop off the horse and you start patting around and feeling on the ground.
Oh,
and
that's
soon
me.
enough, but soon enough, you do feel the tunics and the torso of Kellic.
Is my bonus action still valid?
It is not.
Or is
It
that
is not.
it is not
No.
anymore? Oh, because it was
you
prepped
found
him,
in
you
a
found
different. Okay, gotcha.
I know you probably know that he's not doing too hot. Do you?
Yeah. Every ounce of me wants to, and I just can't.
Okay, you got it next time. Next turn.
Okay, Kellic, I'm gonna have you make a death saving throw.
Okie dokie.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
That's a success. That was a 16 on the die.
Single success.
Ooh.
Okay. Olma, you are prone on the ground.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to take I'm on the ground. I'm going to feel over, and I feel that Shreya is there, and I want to feel that Kellic is there, but not doing well. But I felt that Shreya was feeling around, so I know that there's somebody else here to help me. Shreya, we gotta get out of here. Is it dark everywhere?
Oh, you're merely encased in some misty smoke or something. I don't even know what this is, but yes, it's not unclear everywhere. Just in here.
Okay, so if I just crawl out, I can see again?
Yes, and I suggest we do that as soon as we can.
And I look toward Kellic, and I just well up with.
We have to save him.
Maybe you can grab him and fly him out.
Yes, great idea.
Okay, I'm going to get onto my hands and knees, which is 15, I think. Half my movement because I have 30.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna crawl another 15 feet in any direction and just try to make my way out in the direction opposite where I felt like a club being swung from.
Okay. All right. So you crawl 15 feet. You just barely sort of feel the fresh air outside of this fog cloud, but you are not quite out of it yet.
Okay, I'm crawling still. I'm gonna turn back around to where the clubby thing came from. I don't know what it is yet, because I can't see anything, but I know the general direction it came from, and I also don't think I have to be able to see it. I'm going to, breathe and rub my hands together and open them into creating a giant ball of mass between my fingers, and I am going to center myself because I just caused a bunch of smoke to come out of my hands, and tell my hands, okay, don't do that again, and open them and create a ball of mass. But I'm so concentrated that my spells come out very, very quickly, and I'm going to use Quickened Spell.
Yeah.
And I'm going to throw a Chaos Bolt at that seeing.
Okay. You're going to need something from me?
Nope.
Okay.
18 to hit.
But at disadvantage,
I'm
right?
pretty sure that does.
Is it? I don't
Just
think
want
I
to
need to see
confirm.
anybody. It says it gets thrown at an object. It doesn't say anything about having to be able to see it.
But it's an attack roll inside of a
It's-
fog cloud, right?
It is
Okay.
an attack roll, though, so it would be at disadvantage.
9.
No.
9.
No.
You don't see it, but it does not hit.
Okay.
Creature.
That was quicken spell though, so that was a bonus action. So I just like right away. Do it
Can I
again.
do roll wild magic on that one first before you do anything else?
That's a 4.
Okay.
We did all right.
Another.
Yeah, another
Um,
fog cloud.
I do it again because I don't know if it hit or not, but I'm just
Okay.
going very fast. And that one was the same.
Oh no.
Literally
Both
the
of
same
them
rolls. They were
miss.
both 18 and 9 and 18 and 18 and 2 and 18 and 2.
No.
Okay, I'm going to have one more wild magic roll.
I succeeded.
Okay. All right. So next up on the initiative is our giant goat friend. So seeing that its friend has been slain, it is going to turn around towards Flynn on the horse. And it's actually
What?
going to back up a little bit. So Flynn, if you want to take an attack of opportunity, you can.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I very much do. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna give a quick little. Actually, I'm gonna tap 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 booming blade again because I can do that, baby. 13. Yeah, 21 again.
Okay. 21 definitely hits. Yeah.
Cool. So here's the damage. That is 15 points of damage, piercing and thunder.
All right.
Whoa.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
hanging on. It's hanging on.
Cool. And as I poke it, that energy still seems to have those waves from the cut as it's standing still.
Okay. Just barely hanging on. It's gonna back up.
And when it moves again, it takes.
Oh.
Hold, please. Damn it. Another 1 point of thunder damage as the
Hey.
energy in that cut pulses and rips the tear a little bit further. But not a lot of damage. Another 1 point.
Okay. So this goat begins to back up, and you swing at it and slice at it, and you can see this wound beginning to open and pour out blood. And you can see the goat sort of rearing back onto its hind legs. And as soon as it moves to sprint towards you, you hear boom within it as the goat falls limp and dead down to the ground.
No way. 1 point of damage.
Oh man, hilarious.
Yes.
Okay. That takes the goats out of it. Flynn, and now it's your turn.
Let's do it. Okay. So do I see this thing cresting over the top of this fog?
You see its shoulders and its head well above this fog cloud.
And I'm seeing this club come down into the
Yes.
fog, and I just turn around, take care of the goat. I want to kind of run around the fog.
Okay.
Kind of like around, and I don't want to get in melee with it. I kind of maybe would just want to go at a diagonal. So like I'm a little bit further north, maybe towards the tree
Okay.
line. And as I'm running, I'm just screaming full force at this thing like, hey, over here, one eye. And I'm just like trying to get its attention so it stops swinging at people in the fog cloud because it doesn't see anything in there. So I'm hoping maybe if it sees a target, it might go after me instead.
Okay. I'm going to have you make either intimidation or persuasion check.
Definitely great at those. I'm a threat. Okay. Intimidation or persuasion, both 0, but I rolled an 18.
Okay. All right. You definitely have the Cyclops' attention.
Yeah, I'm just waving. And that seems like an action. Could I? No, I'm not. I'm gonna just I'll. Could I send the horse off and just jump off of it?
Yeah, sure.
and just like stand there by myself, just waving my
Sure.
hands.
The horse does still have extra movement, so you hop off the horse.
Sure, I'll tell
and
it. I'll like smack its booty and send it off.
Continues off into the tree line.
And I still haven't. Do I still have an action?
Yeah, you would.
Yeah, I'll bonus action summon my short bow, drop my sword, and just shoot an arrow at this thing. See if I can get more of its attention by trying to shoot it.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Sure. A little bit less there. Okay. Ooh, 10?
10 does not hit. No.
Okay. Okay, that's it. That's my turn. Over here!
Okay. Next up, the Cyclops turns towards Flynn. As
Cool.
you can see, even just its body shifting in order to turn towards him, like distorts the fog cloud a little bit just with the amount of force that he turns with. He is going to take 2 lumbering steps over towards Flynn, and you can see him now towering over you. This guy is 20 feet tall, so
Maybe this wasn't a good idea.
he takes his great club in both of his hands, and he's going to attempt to swing it over his head and hit you twice.
Oh gosh.
Okay, here we go.
Jeez, oh man.
Okay, that first one is going to be a 17 to hit.
Shield.
Okay.
Doesn't hit. So as it happens, I raise that hand, like flat palm, and that energy comes up and it just shears the club off to the side. Yeah.
Whoa.
Come on, is that all you got?
Okay. Next. Hit. That's going to be a 24 to hit.
That will push through the shield.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Man.
As this great club breaks through the shield, that is going to be... Oh, boy. This is not going to be good for you.
Okay, I'm full health.
Won't be here in a minute.
Hey, man.
That's 25 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh, 25! Holy crap.
Oh my.
Okay, all right. Yeah, you got... All right.
All right, now you see the Cyclops bearing down on you. All right, that's going to be his turn. Next up, Shreya. You now have Kellic right in your hands. What would you like to do?
And then give him a healing word. For
Nice, get him up.
max healing. 10,
Yes.
10 points of
Heyo.
healing.
God bless you.
It's
How much was
huge.
it? Sorry.
10.
10 points of healing.
What a delight you are to be around, Chad.
As the word courses through out of my lips, and as my staff sprouts through the bottom of it, it energizes Kellic, almost like the staff and the word are interacting as he. Well, I guess I will let the DM say he regains consciousness, because I just like hearing Ethan say that.
He regains consciousness.
Yeah, there it is.
How much did I miss?
Quite a bit. I don't even know quite what's going on. But there are not good things happening right now.
Help me up, Shreya.
And I help him to his feet. I think Orma went that way, and Flynn's over somewhere that way, and...
Get out of here for now. Right? We can get out of the cloud, yeah?
Yes, it's not quite very large. It's hefty, but I think we can make it.
Right. Let's get out there and deal with those goats, yeah?
Yes.
Kellic, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay. I am
deal with those goats.
Gonna go deal with those goats that I'm sure are still alive.
Yep. They're alive.
And I don't know what else is out there. So I'm going to make my way forward toward where I think the goat may have gone. I'm gonna head out. Just out of the cloud, I guess.
Okay.
In the direction
it
that they
is-
came from.
You were prone, so it is half your movement to,
Well,
to
Shreya, I
stand
think,
up.
helped me up with his action, yeah, because he bonus action healing word, and then...
Of
I
course.
didn't even really move.
Of
Yeah, he
course.
didn't move or do an action.
Of course, that's what he did. Okay, so you have your full movement, of course.
I was
you
going
are-
in the other way,
Oh, you're going the other way.
toward where they came from, because I'm going to go deal with those goats.
Yeah. And then you step
You
out and
leave
you
this fog
see-
cloud, and you
Oh,
almost run into the
wow.
calf of this giant cyclops that you see swinging vigorously at Flynn.
Oh, good. There's a boulder here I can lean. Oh. Right. I'm going to look up at this towering creature. And I'm going to close my eyes tightly, reach out at this calf. Vertis. And cast Vampiric Touch on
what does that
on this
do?
Mamma Jamma.
Get some healing.
It's an attack roll. It is probably not gonna.
Are we flanking?
Are we flanking?
You are,
Yeah.
so you would have advantage.
Get it, baby.
Spice.
He is totally
Spice?
preoccupied with
Yeah.
Flynn.
Okay. That is a 16 to hit.
A 16 hits.
Yes.
So I place my hand on the cap of this thing, and where my fingers touch, little tiny the rifts that we've seen in the weave, so to speak, are just tiny microscopic versions of those appear at each of the points of my fingers as I touch this thing, and there's this like fiery explosive reaction happening where on its flesh there's like burning singes, but as the tear makes its way over to my fingers, it becomes more of a silver hue, a bluish silver hue.
Nice.
And I will roll my damage, which is 10 points of necrotic damage, and I regained 5 points of
Nice.
health.
Okay, that's 10 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
As I suck this thing's life force out through its calf. And then that'll be my turn, I think, because I'm not going to leave its attack range.
Okay. Are you sure you don't want to leave its attack range? Are you positive about that? I just want to give you one last chance to confirm.
No,
Okay.
I'm going to stay here.
The question is, does the Cyclops like what just happened?
Oh.
Next up.
How kinky of a Cyclops.
Oma,
Yes.
you know that the fog cloud is just about to end right in front of you.
I am still crawling. I will crawl a little bit, and I will crawl. Do I see anything? And I will crawl until I'm out.
Okay, you crawl right out into the carcass of a dead goat.
Oh!
right in front of you.
Ah!
Directly in front of you, you see this
Okay.
face right there.
Okay. Not this way. And I will just pivot to the left, and I will, to the left, and just crawl some more.
Okay.
And look around for my friends. Do I see anyone?
You do see Flynn. Yeah, you see Flynn, and right next to him, about 20 feet up, you see, just over this fog cloud, a cyclops.
Oh, that must have been when I was throwing very successful warbling bowls of mass at. So I will do that again. I'm still on my knees. I have not
All right.
gotten up. And I will bring my hands together and open them, and I will cast Tides of Chaos 1 to get advantage on this.
Nice.
And I will throw a Chaos Bolt. Glad I did it. That is an 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Yes.
Awesome. Now I will do damage. Yay. That's 13 points of
Ooh.
psychic
Paprika.
damage.
Ooh. Okay, it takes those 13 points of psychic damage. I'm going to have you roll another wild magic.
Oh gosh.
Oh, why?
Why would you do that, Dio?
I succeeded.
Okay. All right. Next up, Flynn.
All right. So I'm recovering from this blow. I see maybe near the feet of this thing, I see Kellic do a little stuff. I see him. I see over to my left, I see my other friend Nalma recovering out. I see the tide turning, and I look up at this thing. A few deep breaths. Calm myself. A few deep breaths. Second wind. Regain some hit points.
Okay.
Okay. It's actually pretty good. 13. So I get 13. I heal 13.
Okay.
Heal. Awesome. And as I take my final breath, I look up. I open my eyes. My turn. And I'm gonna go in for 2 attacks, 2 regular attacks, and they're at advantage because I'm flanking.
Yes. Okay.
All right. So close. 19 plus something. So like 27.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For sure.
Plus something.
So that is 10 points of piercing.
Okay.
Second attack. 16 plus 24.
24 hits. Yeah.
Yeah. 8 points of piercing.
Okay.
Axe and surge. 1 reroll. 18 plus
Yeah.
something.
That hits.
Fly.
Okay. It's 13 points of piercing.
Okay.
Last roll. Natural 20.
Let's go!
Wow.
So that is 13 plus 15 points of piercing on the last one.
Woo!
Oh, man.
And I'm just like and I'm just like deep breaths, staring at this thing in its eye. It's like, come at me. That's my turn.
Okay. He doesn't look happy with that. He doesn't
What
look
was
happy.
that total?
I don't know. Like
A series of plus
just
10.
about 50.
Yeah.
Okay. It wasn't a fan of that, so it's gonna attack Flynn again.
That's fair. Yeah. Oh man.
Okay,
Maybe I should have dodged.
That's gonna be a 25 to hit.
Oh,
first
that'll
one.
do it. Yeah.
That's a good epitaph for Flint.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have
Maybe I should have dodged.
That hits. Give me the damage.
Ooh, that's gonna be 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay,
Oof.
got it.
And then on that second attack, that's gonna be a 24 to hit.
Yep, that'll do it too.
Oh.
That is gonna be 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
This Cyclops.
I'm unconscious.
All right, Flynn's unconscious. Next up in the initiative is Shreya. Kellic just got up and ran away from you. You are still in this fog cloud. What would you like to do?
I'm now looking around frantically. Where did everyone? Where? I don't. And as I close my eyes and center myself, I raise the staff above my head as I flick it and then plunge it into the ground as I cast a gust of wind into what I think is the heart of this fog cloud.
Okay. Nice. Okay. This gust of wind emanates from your staff, and the fog cloud completely dissipates from around you. And everyone else sees the fog cloud clear.
And as a bonus action at the end of this spell, I can redirect it once. And as the fog clears and I see what's going on around me, and I see this massive, hulking Cyclops next to me, but just my first instinct is to just redirect that gust directly toward it.
Okay. Is that a strength saving throw?
Yes, that is a strength saving throw.
A Cyclops shouldn't have much strength, right?
No, it's probably
super
really
weak.
Pretty weak. Strength. Oh God, no! It is not weak.
No.
Oh,
There's
that's a 25.
unless he just
25.
Oh yeah.
25
He
on
does
that
not.
Does it
He
do?
does. It doesn't do any damage. I was
No.
just hoping
It
to
would just
push
push
him
him,
away
yeah,
from y'all, but
yeah.
it does not at all.
Like his little loincloth kind of blows up in the air.
All right. Cool. Next up in the
Fan him
initiative,
a little bit.
Kellic.
And I will, I'll use my action to disengage. And I
Okay.
will go 30 feet away from this guy. This, by the way,
I'm out of here.
yeah, hang on. What's my... Yes, cool. Yeah, I can go as far as... Yeah, and then I will use my bonus action, Conceso, to cast Healing Word on Flynn.
Okay, go.
And he...
What's the range on Healing Word?
60 feet, baby.
Okay, awesome. You are within that
Nice.
range.
And that will be automatic, because of Grave Cleric life. 9 points of healing to
Okay,
Flynn.
nice.
Okay. That is 9 points of healing. As you guys see,
Actually, I'm going to cast
yeah.
it at second level. And that'll be 13 points.
Okay, awesome.
13 points. Okay. Awesome. So you guys see Flynn pop back to consciousness. Flynn, you wake back up, and as you're taking your breath, you see stone walls around you. You see a table in the middle of this small circular room.
No.
Oh, not right now.
And you see a door in front of you.
No.
As a shadow begins to loom over your
because he
shoulder.
got unconscious. Oh no.
Next up,
Oh,
Oma.
God.
Oma, you are up next in the initiative. What would you like to do?
I revived the wrong guy.
How does the cyclops look?
It looks bloody, but not too bad.
And embarrassed because
And
its loincloth got
Okay,
Its shame has been tarnished.
I am
Yes.
I am going to go like 60 feet, and I'm gonna go into the not 60 feet. That's crazy. 30 feet away, further away into the tree line and not action hide, but be behind the trees. I want to be behind a tree,
Okay, you are well hidden behind a tree.
and I'm going to.
When it goes down, we all just run away.
And I'm going to I'm still crawling, so probably can't go 30 feet because I'm crawling. I don't know how much movement can.
I'm going to say your crawl speed is 20 feet. I'll give you 20 feet.
I'm
You're still
crawling.
behind a tree.
I have
You're
not
still
gotten
behind
up.
a tree.
I'm still crawling.
Love it.
And I turn back around from behind the tree, and a different tree that's only 20 feet further, but you know. And I look. I one more time. Breathe really, really deep. The only. And I rub my hands together, and open them up again. And as I do that, it does feel like it's happening much faster than before, similar to how I did it in the fog cloud, and throw 2 chaos bolts with quick succession to each other. And I will, throw 2 chaos bolts.
Get him.
Chaos Bolt.
Okay, go for it.
The first one. Does a 14 hit?
A 14 just hits.
Oh,
Nice.
shit.
Okay, damage for that one is 14 points of 14 points of thunder damage.
Okay, and I'm going to have you roll your wild magic.
13. That was above
Nice.
a 4.
Yes, it was.
And then I'm going to throw my second one. Ooh, that's going to hit. 17 to hit.
17 hits, yeah.
Great. And that is 12 points of psychic damage. Again.
Ooh. Okay, and then the wild
and
magic
then
roll.
the wild magic roll above a 5. That's an 11.
Okay. We're getting back up there. Okay. Next up. Flynn. You wake in this confined room, now with this shadowy figure looming above you. Its limbs long and it looks like this malnourished, almost like skin and bones shadow creature as its fingers elongate into these weird, creepy claws. What would you like to do?
Opening my eyes and seeing this, remembering it from before. I have my sword, right?
Yes, you do.
Bring my sword up, pointed at this creature. I don't have time for this. My friends need me. I'm gonna raise it back. Grab. Do I have a horn still?
You do not have your horns.
Oh.
No.
Man. I'll raise it back and strike.
Okay, make an attack roll.
10.
A 10. Your sword swings right through it like it was cutting through shadow. Nothing
Does it
seems
seem
to
like
happen.
I'm missed, or does it seem like I can't attack this thing?
It seems like you probably missed.
Okay. My second attack.
Okay.
12.
A 12, the same exact thing happens. You swipe through it like nothing was there. Your sword didn't find purchase on anything.
I'm gonna use my movement to run through it
Okay.
towards, because it's like in between me and the door, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and run through it.
Okay. You successfully run through it, but you take 2 points of necrotic damage as you can feel like your skin beginning to crawl and singe as you run through it and you make your way to the door.
Okay. If I make it, I run all the way through if I can get out.
Okay. I'm going to have you make a charisma saving throw. A 10. Okay. You run up to this thing, and again, there's like this weird, like almost clear gel substance between you and the outside, and you try and make your way through it, but you just can't. Your strength isn't quite there at the moment.
I turn back around to this thing. Come on! And I just stare at it.
Okay. Everyone else sees Flynn pop back up, seemingly fine. He looks good and ready to go. He grabs his sword in his hand, and he looks down at it. And he lets go, and it drops to the ground as his eyes roll back into this black swirling mass, as his eyes darken, and the horns on his forehead begin to grow a little bit more, and almost crest even the back of his head, as you hear him say, as these arms and hands begin to burst through the grass in the ground and reach up and begin to claw at the feet and the legs of this cyclops, as these arms begin to elongate and they climb up, but it's just the arms. As they reach out from the ground, they climb up the legs of this cyclops, and they're tearing at it, and their fingernails begin to rip at its skin, almost seeming to try and drag it down into the ground.
I was gonna say, your parasite probably doesn't want its vessel to die to a cyclops, so... oh, man.
So, that is going to be for the cyclops. That is going to be 20 points of slashing damage as these hands, like their fingernails, are clawing into the skin. And that is going to be 20 points of that damage. And as it is like trying to escape these things, the hands drag it down into the ground, and it breaks and falls to its knee, and it is immobile. It is its speed has been reduced to 0 for the time being. So that is the end of Flynn's turn. As his eyes then roll back and the blackness from behind them goes away. All right. Next up, the Cyclops. It's just going to try and break away from these arms.
Yeah.
Maybe a strength saving throw on his end. Which, that's a roll, a low roll. So a 10 does not do it. It is still, still has its speed reduced to 0. Next up, Shreya. What would you like to
Finally
do?
has a low roll.
He has been
Yeah, for
wrecking,
once.
dude.
As I see that everything that's transpired and how my gust of wind suddenly is now clearing my vision, I mutter under my breath, "Maybe this will move you." And I raise my staff high above my head, and a few twinges of electricity start to tick down from the sky as I stomp it into the earth and cast Thunderwave in the direction of the Cyclops.
Okay. Is that going to be something on my end, or is that?
Yeah, so that'll be another. I mean, yeah, it's another strength save, I believe. Let me just double check that.
Yeah, no, it's Constitution.
Oh, it's Constitution.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Because I have that one too.
Yeah,
Ooh, how about a 12?
that does not save.
Okay.
Whee!
Nice.
So that's let's roll these 2d8s and also push 10 feet away. So I guess it looks like into the tree line.
Okay.
And
Nice.
not very much damage though. 5 points of thunder damage.
Get away from him!
Okay, it looks really not good at this point. Okay. Next up in the initiative is Kellic.
How does Flynn look like himself again, or does he look still?
Make make a medicine check for me.
Okay. 16. Oh no, sorry. That's wrong. 15.
15. You've never seen him cast a spell like that before. His eyes just rolled back in his head and turned black. Probably something's up.
Okay. That's unlucky. I don't know what to do. Deal with the problem at hand, I guess. I'm gonna get just in the center. Basically, I'm gonna move up to position myself in between everybody. The gang.
Okay.
I just want to be within 60 feet of everybody.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You can definitely get that.
Cool. And then I'm going to I'm going to cast Toll the Dead on this guy.
Okay.
And that is Wisdom saving throw.
Natural 1.
Hell yeah! All right,
Yes.
so he takes. Oh no, wrong die. I rolled higher on the D8. He takes 7 points of necrotic damage, and then I'm going to use my bonus action because that was a cantrip to cast mass healing word on the gang.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So that will be everybody regains 7 points of health,
Whee!
including our possessed buddy
Uh-huh.
and myself. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Next up is Oma.
I'm very tired. So I raise my hands to do it again, but I can't quite focus my breathing and I can't quite get my energy right, and all that comes out is like one ball of flame instead of my warbling mass. And
Okay.
I'm very tired. And I cast Firebolt.
Okay.
That is a 16 to hit.
16 hits. Yeah.
Yeah, get it.
Okie dokie. That's going to be 7 points of fire damage.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Flynn, I'm gonna have you make. Are you attempting to get through the door still, or?
Standing there frustrated, I calm my breath after yelling. What are you?
It stands there unanswering.
Why me? I'm gonna turn back and look at the door, and it still seems to be shimmering and...
Yes, it does.
I'm gonna try and push through it again.
Okay. I'm going to have you make your charisma saving throw, but don't say it out loud.
Okay.
Just send it to me.
Mm-hmm. I'll text you. All right, good old +0. Wait, actually, it's like... Oh, yeah, it is +0. Okay. All right, I'll send it to you.
All right. The rest of you guys see Flynn take a couple of steps back away from this cyclops. As the cyclops is just swinging wildly. Going to get an attack of opportunity on him. Which he rolled a 4, so that does not hit. But Flynn backs away and he takes his hands and he sort of reaches down towards the ground as this purple energy swirls around his feet and then latches onto his feet and legs and makes its way up his body as his whole body is sort of consumed in this, and everyone can see as he looks up towards the sky, you can see some of his wounds beginning to close and heal back up. Flynn, you take another 9 points of healing.
Whoa!
Cool.
Being possessed has its perks.
Yeah,
That's great, guys.
Yeah,
That's
it's
awesome.
going awesome.
Do we need to...
So now that charisma saving throw, that comes into effect right now as far as timeline
Cool.
goes.
Okay.
All right, next up on the initiative, the Cyclops. It is going to it's going to use half of its movement to stand up and the other half of its movement to limp away as fast as it possibly can.
So it's running.
It is running off into the tree line. And it gets... You guys can see it. It's a Cyclops. You guys can see it.
It's like pushing trees out of the way.
Yeah, it gets 60 feet away.
Okay.
Next up in the initiative is Shreya. Would you like to pursue?
I would like to pursue, and I pull, and as it's running away, I just furiously pull a javelin. One of March's javelins, actually. I'm going to pull one of March's javelins out of
Man.
Yeah.
and just hurl it at the thing.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Does a 14 hit?
14 just hits.
Yeah.
March
Get it,
did
try.
Roll your damage. Roll your damage.
Here's my... That is 5 points of piercing damage.
All right. This thing is running away, and it's running away. As you take out this javelin, hold it in your hand, throw it, and boom! As the Cyclops face plants right into the ground, dead as you hit it dead center on the back of its neck.
Yeah.
I look over to Shreya, like, impressed. That's quite an arm, Shreya. Well done.
Her strength moved through me and through her blade. If only she were here to see it.
Aye.
That was a great shot. Everyone all right?
What?
Then,
Everyone okay?
are you, you feeling yourself?
Yeah. I don't know what that was, but seems to be gone now.
I am still on my hands and knees, and I peek my head out from behind the tree. Is it over?
I think so. Are you sure, Flynn?
Yeah. Maybe going to this place is gonna help. I'm good right now.
As soon as Kellic says it's over, Oma just falls to the side and just like hugs her knees into her chest and just lays there.
I have to admit, I was not ready for that. Oh, we've been through so much. I don't know. I thought we'd get lucky.
Yeah, that was not what I was expecting either. And I kind of sit down on my butt.
DM, does he look okay? I know he says he is, and he sounds like himself.
Make a medicine check for me.
Fuck. I almost dropped all my dice. There's a 22.
22. He's definitely like rattled, and something's definitely going up. Physically, though, his body seems to be okay. He took to the healing okay. His eyes are back to normal. The horns, though, are still a little bit further back. They have kept their growth. Looks like him, sounds like him.
So as you're checking me out, I'm like feeling the horns, and I'm just like, man, does this look better or worse?
I mean, you look ridiculous. It's absurd.
All right.
But,
And I look around on the ground for my piece of cloth that must have fallen off during the battle, and I pick it up and start wrapping it around the horns again. Can you see them?
maybe it's better without the wrap. It does concern me that they grew, because
You know,
if they're growing each time this thing gets a hold of you, then at some point you might not.
Flynn, real
Come back.
quick. Flynn, I'm going to have you make another charisma saving throw for me.
okay. You want me to text it to you?
No, you can say it.
6.
Okay.
Well, we're on the way to fix it. I don't know what else I can do right now, but
Aye, you're right.
I think if I just keep it covered, maybe we just don't fight these, and I look over into the distance, things, maybe it won't come up again, or maybe they won't grow again.
DM, as we're looking across this battle-torn scene, how are the skeletons doing? Did they get trampled by the...
They have been fallen over. They were trampled by the goats. Yeah, they are pretty much demolished.
I mean, I'm going to try anyway. There's probably zero chance of this, but can I discern whether or not the skeletons were placed or just the trap?
Ooh.
Yeah, make an investigation check. And as this is happening, I'm going to have Flynn make another charisma saving throw.
Oh.
Rolled it.
Okay. 14 on the investigation.
14. Okay. Kalik, you are checking out these bodies. And from behind you, you hear as Flynn, you regain consciousness.
What? Where'd it go?
Well, what do you mean, Flynn? The cyclops, or
Yeah, I was just fighting it and it's gone now.
try took it down?
It's over there. With
Oh,
a
okay.
pointy thing in its back.
Where's Alma? Is she okay?
I'll walk over to him. Are you all right, lad?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I was out for a second, but I don't know. I'm back now. I guess one of you gave me some aid.
How do you feel about your horns, Flynn?
I'll reach up and feel them. I mean, I don't know. I'll pull the turban down or the little wrap around it down. I'll touch them. Do they feel bigger or long? Do I?
Noticeably, they've gotten a little bit bigger. Yeah.
What? Why are they? Oh, did they grow? Oh, they grew.
We just had this conversation.
What?
What's the last thing you remember? Was it just being in front of that beast?
No, it's happened before. When I fell and I opened my eyes again, it's in a dark room with only one exit. And this shadowy being standing in the way. And when I ask its name, it says nothing. When I swing at it, my blade goes right through it. And it took me a bit, but I eventually got through the door, I guess? I don't know.
It spoke to us in your voice.
When?
At least that's the sense I can make of it. We just talked to you. You seemed normal.
What?
You woke up. You did some terrifying magic against this beast. You healed your own wounds. And then you talked to us as yourself.
Huh?
About your horns, Flynn.
That wasn't me.
Tell us about this figure in your mind.
I mean, it's really dark in that room. I've only been there once before. And every time I'm there, I just try and get out. But, I mean, I don't know. It's just this shadowy mass, dark figure. Doesn't say anything. Doesn't react when I swing. I don't know. What I was gonna try and do when I was in there, and I pull my blade out. I grab one of my horns, and I wedge my blade in there. I was gonna try and do this, and I'm gonna try and break the horn off.
Oh.
Okay. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
Okay.
Whoa.
So roll a Constitution saving throw for myself.
Yes, this is going to be very high.
Okay, probably not good then. All right. Yeah, 7 or 8. 8 actually.
You start yanking at it, and
it's not going.
It is painful. It's like trying to rip your arm off.
I'll like grab his sword arm as he's doing this and try and just stop him. It's not gonna do it, lad. The creature's not in the horns, then. And I touch the horns, and then
how do you know that?
It's inside of you.
What do I do?
It's beyond me. We need someone. We need an expert. But I don't know that we could tell the difference between you and the creature. You could be still not yourself. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna just like crouch down and just like try to look into his eyeballs, past his eyeballs, and just see what I can see if this is him or not.
Make an insight check for me.
Hell yeah, huge roll. 25.
25. You can see the worry. You can see the concern. You can see the genuine effort to just try and rip off one of these horns. It's most definitely Flynn.
Me.
Yes, but for how long? How long have we got?
I'll take my sword, put it on the ground. Take my bow, put it on the ground. Go in my bag, grab some rope, toss it to Kellic, pull my hands out. Tie him up. I can't be trusted. Not until we get this fixed.
I'll look down at the rope. I'm not sure this will do any good, Flynn.
Can help.
Shreya? Alma? What do you think?
Alma is like 100 feet away, still curled up in the fetal position.
Shreya?
I look over. If we are to bind him, should we use that rope in particular, or a different one?
Rope is rope, Shreya. Unless I
Yes,
have
but
something...
that is the very rope that forged our initial good feelings toward each other. I thought it was foolish at first too, but now it just seems wrong to bind him with it.
I take a long look at Shreya, and I turn and tie Flynn's hands with her.
Yeah, I'll do like behind the back kind of situation. Tie him up. Actually,
Shreya ruffling his feathers.
I might need help getting on the horse now.
You should ride with someone else.
Okay.
You're not gonna be able to.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah.
Shreya, you feel comfortable?
I shall volunteer, yes.
All right.
If you have different rope, Shreya, feel free to replace it.
The damage, it appears the damage has been done.
Let me just put the rest back in my backpack, and I'll like lean my shoulder over so my backpack's open. Here, just put it in here. And I'll look to my weapons.
Yeah, I'll gingerly. Well, you're just gonna summon him back.
Hopefully, my hands back here summoning won't really help.
Well,
maybe I don't know if this thing knows how to do that. I don't know what it can do, but maybe
from what we've seen, it doesn't care for your sword, so it might not matter.
Let's just try and stay out of trouble. It seems to only come by when that happens.
Right. Okay. And I'll put them in the holsters on his back, and I'll help him up onto Shria's horse if that's cool with Shria.
Yeah.
And Alma,
Yeah.
how you doing, lass?
I'm so tired.
Aye. Sun's getting low in the sky as well. Maybe we can find someplace nearby that's safe.
Is anything safe anymore?
I was just thinking the same thing.
Shria, maybe take to the skies and I'll look down here. Maybe we can find someplace that's got a bit of cover.
Well, yes, as long as Flynn can keep himself steady on this horse.
Well, we'll stay stationary. Alma, look after Flynn. I'm just gonna poke around just over here.
Okay, and I finally release my legs and start to get up. Get a little bit lightheaded when I get up.
When she comes over.
And I'll walk over.
You doing okay?
I just feel really empty.
Like how?
Like, I don't have any energy to raise my hands. And I start to lift them and then they just flop. Like, my head isn't tired. Like, my eyes are not tired. But I just feel so empty inside.
Well, I mean, you did a lot in that fight. Maybe you're just exhausted.
Maybe.
Well, we're gonna rest soon, so that'll help.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll just feel like this forever. I've never felt like this before.
Nothing's forever.
Nothing's forever?
Yeah.
You might have horns forever.
I don't think so. We'll figure it out.
Why are you so optimistic?
I don't know. I just don't know why we should be anything else.
Flynn, you're being possessed by some shadowy creature. I think if anyone has a reason not to be optimistic, it's you.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm really not excited about it. And I'm worried. And I'm scared. But I know I have you guys.
Yeah, but do we know we have you?
Well, and I lift my hands up. That's why I did this.
Okay, well, maybe we should come up with like a code word that the other guy doesn't know. So that you can be like, pancakes. Or
We can try it.
Bumblebee.
What do you want it to be? Pancake Bumblebee?
No, that's silly. It's gotta be something like super, super crazy and obscure because like, maybe then the other guy will know. I mean, although he did talk. Like
I mean, Pancake Bumblebee is pretty obscure and random.
Yeah, but that's just weird.
That's better.
No. We'll think of a better word.
Okay. Let me know when you think of it.
Yeah, well, you could also think of things too.
Well, I like Pancake Bumblebee. I think it's great.
Well, I don't.
All right, I'll think of things too. And I'll look up to the sky to see if I can see Shria flying around. I wonder when they're coming back.
Me and Shria are looking for a place to rest.
Yeah, what can I see from
defensible.
what can I see from the air?
Make a perception check for me.
Dirty 21.
Woo!
Hey.
Nice.
First good roll.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, looking around, just to the west of where you guys had this encounter, you see another little outcropping, much smaller, and only maybe 100, 200 feet away.
I yell down and sort of fly in a circle, and then in that direction as I yell, "That way!"
I will follow where he is leading.
Okay. And as you guys make your way through the trees,
I'm gonna hold the third horse's reins and Flynn's horse's reins and just walk behind them.
As you guys make your way through the trees, it takes you no time at all to get to this second little outcropping here. And as soon as it opens up, you guys see a big piece of stone that seems to have been shaved and carved down. You can see it sort of like well worn in, almost as if a possible seat or a chair for a giant creature. You see a large, like a tree trunk coming out of the ground that has been cut off at the top, and all of the branches have been shaved down. And you see some giant rope about the same size that was wrapped around Oma, wrapped there, leading to two collars, two giant collars that have these like leather straps. And then right next to the stone chair, you see another huge sort of tree trunk with a rope tied around to the end of it, and that rope leading out to where you guys were, almost like a fishing line. And as you guys approach into this, there seems to be a little campfire that's been going there. Well, I shouldn't say little, it's a pretty big campfire that's been going there. And you guys can see a made from the trees around it, sort of like a fence barrier around this little area. So as you guys walk up, the campfire greets you, along with the smell of some recently cooked meats from wildlife. And with that, as you guys approach this little safe haven in the woods, we're going to call it right there. That's where we're going to end today's session.
I wanted to explore the domicile some more.
Is it for Tom to rest at the Cyclops' camp?
We will discuss those moral questions next episode.
Okay.
But until then, thank you all so much for listening.
Yes.
Thank you all so much for listening, and we can't wait to see you all again next week. Bye, nerds.
Bye, nerds.
Bye,
nerds.
Hey, nerds, it's Shane. Thanks so much for listening to that episode of Venture Forth. We really appreciate it. Just wanted to let you know that we are on Patreon. You can find us. We are Venture Forth DnD, and we are making a concentrated effort to provide lots and lots of cool things on there. There's lots of free content, like our world map, and then there's a couple elevated tiers where you can contribute to the story of the podcast, which I think is super fun. You can build a monster or magic item with our dungeon master, Ethan. And there's also some exclusive tracks of music that I will put on there as well. So, I hope everybody enjoys that stuff. And we really, really appreciate whatever you are able to contribute. It all goes to continuing this project and making it better and better. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye, nerds.